So this is about prevention as well as having the ability to track down criminals, terrorists, pedophiles, and finding out who they are and putting them into jail where they belong.
How thrilled I am to be standing here in spite of the rain. That this is finally happening. That this project, which I thank the majority leader of the Senate, Dean Scalos, when I went to him after we had a tragedy in our community of a young boy who disappeared, and the only way he was eventually found was because of a private video camera. I thought that getting these surveillance cameras throughout the community would protect our community in a greater way from crime, from you name it. In fact, just a block away from here, there was a terrible tragedy. A person was hit by a car, killed. We have never apprehended the person responsible. We have a video camera, surveillance camera going to that location. The point is that these cameras will deter crime. These cameras will help in getting the bad guys when they commit crimes. And I am just absolutely thrilled that this is happening. These are very sophisticated cameras. You will have an opportunity, of course, to look at them inside, what they look like in terms of how they are basically the surveillance all over the area right here. One single unit, 4 cameras right here. So I'm very, very excited about this, all the work. It took a while, it's, you know, a little bureaucracy here and there, but we're finally here. It's happening. Now let me tell you something. Everybody else wants these cameras as well, and by all means, why not? If Manhattan can have them because it helps with security, why not every other community? So I thank SecureWatch for their efforts, for hanging in there, working with us.
Some naysayers will say, why are the cameras here? What's the necessity? What's this all about? And we would say to the naysayers that we must do everything humanly possible to assist law enforcement in preventing terrorism, pedophiles, or any other person or group that seeks to harm New Yorkers. And as Assemblyman Hikind said, these cameras should be made available everywhere, but particularly in this neighborhood and these areas where we know that law enforcement has said that we've been targeted for terrorism, as well as the issues that we have talked about of pedophiles and anyone seeking to hurt New Yorkers, whether in this community or any other community. So that today is certainly a day that we are very proud of and look forward, you know, to being able to install the other cameras as well.
I was proud to stand with my colleagues 2 years ago when this announcement was made. Few of the cameras are in my district, but many of the students who live in my district attend schools that have to pass by streets that will now have cameras. They go to schools that will have cameras nearby intersections. They often attend school much later than the students that do after-school programs, attend schools late. When it's dark, these cameras will provide safety.
This is one of the great moments for me personally. It's tangible, it's real. We made it happen, all of us. Those cameras are real. They will provide additional protection. And when you think about it, there are basically 320 of them spread throughout. It's going to make a difference. We might save lives. That's pretty huge. That's pretty incredible. So, you know, what can I tell you? I'm very, very excited. This is the man, Des Smith. I didn't even mention his name. This guy has had, let me tell you, come over here. This has been 2 years of, you talk about government and meetings and more meetings and more meetings. This is the guy from SecureWatch. He's the expert. You can ask us questions afterwards. He'll give you the technical stuff. But this has been an unbelievable trip. He's now actually part of my family. We've been spending so much time together. So this is wonderful. Des Smith.
It was not that difficult. I thank you all for coming out in the rain. I'm a retired New York City detective, and I'm a Brooklyn boy, so it wasn't as tough as the Assemblyman makes it sound. These cameras are being integrated into an ongoing citywide safety initiative, a very successful program that has been running the better part of 2 to 3 years now. They'll be integrated into a 6,000 camera network that the city uses extensively day to day throughout the city to fight crime, to fight drugs, to fight other issues. We're excited to be part of it. We were excited when the Assemblyman came to us and asked us to design and build the system. We knew exactly what we wanted to do, and it was worth a few years, and we're here now. And again, we hope to do this throughout the city. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any questions?
Yeah, can you explain?
There's 12 cameras. We just began installing them about 2 days ago. So, this will go on throughout the spring. We're anticipating 10 a week will be the pace we'd like to keep. If we can do it faster, we'll do it faster. $1 million?
$1 million was budgeted for this. $1 million. Yeah. And let me just point out that of the $1 million, there's not one single penny of that going for any administrative expenses. It's all directly for the units, which is quite incredible.
Who will see the video first?
The NYPD will see the video first.
It goes right to the government security center?
The Real-Time Crime Center is the only facility that has access to these cameras, and they will only access these cameras when they need them. It depends when the cameras, most of it will be after the fact. The real time will depending on what the circumstances are. If they're looking for a lost child, in the case of or they're looking for a burglary pattern, they have different criteria as to when they will utilize these cameras. Again, you can just, the NYPD and the DCPI, Deputy Commissioner of Public Information, will be more than happy to comment on how they'll use the cameras.
Now, what is the criteria for, let's say, picking a school over a college or a college over a school? Let's say the camera's on J&E 16. Who decided how it was positioned and stuff like that?
We worked on that, my office, along with the 66th Precinct and the 70th Precinct. We gave them a list. We went out there, spent weeks and weeks and months to look at the different locations, find the areas that we felt, representing the area for 31 years, we wanted to take a close look where we thought the right places were. Now, I wish we had double. It would be even greater, but this is a huge thing that is happening, and we gave our list to the 66th Precinct, the commander, and to the 70th, and by the way, they did make a couple of changes, and we implemented that, and that's what the list is all about.
So you have
everything is funded from the government. The $1 million is from the state. Sorry? No, J.P. Morgan, oh, that's another story. J.P. Morgan, the reason they're involved is because they get paid, the company gets paid as the cameras are installed. Someone needs to put the money out. Who puts the money out? J.P. Morgan was wonderful in working with us to make it happen. And that took quite a while, but they agreed to work with us to make this happen. Because they need to get paid, someone needs to put the money out. The organization, Good at Israel, they don't have $1 million to put out before they get reimbursed. So that's just a technical thing.
Can the cameras be moved around if you see in a year from now you need a different location that doesn't have a camera?
The experts on here, if we see there needs to be changes, of course, we can always do that. Yeah, moving cameras around to more important areas. If there's crime in a certain area,
Can you move the cameras around if you see, like speed cameras, for example? The city said they're going to move them around as they feel necessary. Okay. Can these cameras be moved around?
Clarify, these are not speed cameras, these are not traffic infraction cameras.
I understand that, but
they are security cameras.
I understand, but can they be moved around if...
Those can be moved literally at any minute. But their network is mobile, cameras are mobile devices. If there's a reason to move them, Secure West can get involved and move them.
Another item that I think that we have to emphasize is there are two components. One is prevention, and one is the use of the cameras for gathering information. The city has for many years had cameras, what they call fake cameras, in places to discourage people from running a light or things like that. These cameras really take care of two different things. One is the actual, whether it's a crime or, God forbid, terrorism, having these cameras and the footage to be able to use to gather information on something that occurred. But they also clearly serve as a prevention in making sure that people know that there are cameras out there to assist law enforcement in gathering the information. So it's not merely the cameras that exist that are actually doing the work. The cameras help in making sure that whether it's terrorism, pedophiles, or others that seek to hurt New Yorkers, understand that there are cameras around. Whether it's these cameras, or they have to think that there may be other cameras around as well, recording the activity that's taking place.
This is good in the case of Leiby Kletzky. Explain how this camera system is acting. Will it go in real time with this one, or will it be really after the fact?
No, they can go real time at any minute. And exactly why the camera system was designed in the way it was designed. It is made to be active and open immediately, to get as many first responders involved. Even our company and other first responders could be immediately tasked with searching the cameras fast.
How fast is immediate?
Genius is pick up a laptop and open it up. That's how fast.
Okay, so that's real time, but then you also record as well, right?
Yeah, the recording is taking place all the time.
So how many cameras are going real time immediately?
All of them. All of them. All of them go real time immediately. They all have an independent network. Those antennas are grabbing the networks in the area, and anyone can access them. As many people can access them at the same time. An individual camera can be accessed by several investigators or first responders.
So then why can't we search for
No, the Lower Manhattan Security Center goes in immediately. They have no delay in that.
So they can on their own decide to go into
The minute this camera goes live, they are notified that the camera is live. It drops into their network map of now 6,000 plus cameras, and if they need it, they take it under the criteria that it was designed to be used.
Mazel tov to everybody, to all the people that were involved, to all the people that worked on making this happen, and that is to provide for the Borough Park, Midwood, Flatbush area, an area where literally 400,000 or 500,000 people live. That we have additional security. We have the most advanced, the most sophisticated surveillance cameras all over the neighborhood. Major thoroughfares, major institutions, major schools, major synagogues where thousands of people pray. This is another tool to help the New York City Police Department, to help our community in terms of dealing with crime.